Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, March 27. Rehabilitation work on the main building at the Cornwall Regional Hospital is on track for completion by November. During a recent tour of the facility, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton said the work was progressing well. $3.5 billion is being spent to repair the roof, ventilation system, and other infrastructure at the Type A facility. An oncology suite is also being constructed and equipment being bought to improve diagnostic services.
We're doing everything that we can. We're doing it right this time. We're not patching up the place. We're doing a major overhaul. And so when we would have been completed, we will have a hospital in Western Jamaica that will give top-notch service, both from the personnel who are here, but also in terms of the building and the equipment to give support.
In the meantime, the health minister says work on the Western Children's Hospital will get underway in May. The 220-bed facility is a gift from the Chinese government, valued at $36.16 million. Dr. Christopher Tufton says a contractor has been selected by the Chinese government and has started setting up accommodations on location. He says material for construction has been arriving. The Western Children's Hospital is to be constructed on the grounds of the Cornwall Regional Hospital. Still on health, the portfolio minister is calling for sustained partnerships to prevent a major outbreak of the Zika virus on the island.
You cannot have public health without collaboration. Internal stakeholder collaboration, cross-border collaboration, and the more open we are as a society, the more persons travel, the more persons trade, is the more you are susceptible, or we are all susceptible. And the more it justifies the need for working together as partners in all our collective interests.
Dr. Tufton was speaking at yesterday's national consultation titled Strengthening Health Services in the Context of Zika in Jamaica. The seminar sought to create partnerships in the fight against the Zika virus. It was funded through a United States Agency for International Development USAID project.
This partnership was absolutely critical in order to achieve the objective of collaboration, because the reality is we are vulnerable, our friends up north are vulnerable, and indeed the world is vulnerable.
Between 2016 and 2018, Jamaica recorded over 9,000 Zika cases, 600 of which were during pregnancy and more than 100 being congenital Zika syndrome cases. In other news, a graduate school of tourism will be established at the University of the West Indies Western Campus in St. James. The school is to be operational by 2020. The announcement was made on Friday at UWI's Western Campus official groundbreaking. The new site, which will be located at Barnett Oval in Montego Bay, aligns with the university's commitment to increase participation in tertiary and higher education in Western Jamaica. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says the Graduate School of Tourism will not only complement the UWI's offerings, but also strengthen the second city as a prime destination for travelers.
We need to urgently capitalize on the opportunities for high-skill employment that are being generated in the ICT-related fields in tourism. The growth of non-traditional markets in Europe, Asia, and Central America will require increased focus on cultural studies and the development of competencies in various languages.
2 3D scanners have been acquired by the Sport Ministry to digitize artifacts that will be on display in the soon-to-be-established National Sport Museum. Portfolio Minister Olivia Grange says a virtual museum will be in operation before the physical structure is built.
For the time being, the scanners will be used by the Institute of Jamaica and the National Library of Jamaica, which will be holding them in safekeeping for the museum.
The minister was speaking yesterday during the ministry's Digital Asset Workshop at the Creative Production and Training Center. She says there are plans to stage periodic exhibitions of the artifacts that are now in the National Sport Museum collection. Some of the items being digitized are a replica of the London 2012 Olympic torch, a pair of Veronica Campbell-Brown's running shoes, 2 ice hockey pucks, a baseball cap, and the competition suit of Namibian 200-meter star Frankie Fredericks. And finally, government and opposition leaders have expressed sadness at the passing of veteran broadcaster Dorraine Samuels. Ms. Samuels died yesterday after battling cancer. She was 59 years old. In a release, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said Dorraine shaped the lives of so many who grew up listening to her on morning radio. Mr. Holness said her sincerity, integrity, and significant contribution to broadcast media was unparalleled. Meanwhile, Culture and Gender Affairs Minister Olivia Grange described Samuels' work on radio and television as outstanding and exceptional. And for his part, Leader of the Opposition, Dr. Peter Phillips, remembered Miss Samuels as a person of warmth, fairness, balance, and basic decency, which mirrored the best of who we are as Jamaicans. Dorraine Samuels entered the field of broadcasting in 1981 and was well known as a radio and television personality with the RJR Gleaner Communications Group. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.